Howdy, farm friends. Yes, they can hear us now. How are y'all doing this evening? Oh, sorry, y'all. My phone is still loud. Um, so, we are so excited to be here with you tonight. It is me, I'm Zach, and this is Eleanor. And where are we from?
Head Family Farm.
That's right. We are from Head Family Farm right here in central Alabama. Yep, Eleanor's got her Head Family Farm shirt on. And we are so excited to be with you tonight. How many times have I said that already? Let's see here. We've got a bunch of folks tuning in from all over Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Lafayette, Louisiana, Glen Burnie, Maryland. Also, another Maryland there. Let's see here. Howdy, Big Family Matters and Big Family Small Farm. Looks like we've got Wes and Angie on tonight. If you haven't heard, Angie over at Big Family Small Farm has her own channel now, and it is Big Family Matters, and we watched some of that today, and it was great. Let's see here. Bakersfield, Vermont. Zone 9B in California. My goodness. Today was very cold, and I was jealous of all y'all in Zone 9 today, especially as I was trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to squeeze in any more gardening this year. I'm going to try a couple of things that I've heard should do really well, even as we get some freezes. I'm thinking I'm going to put in some tatsoi and maybe try some of the more cold hardy lettuces out in the green stock. But for now, I think I'm going to fill in the gaps in the garden with some tatsoi and just see if that works for now. Let's see here. We got folks from Mobile, Alabama, from Arkansas. So, yeah, it was cold today. Let's see. But then again, over here on Facebook, we're hearing from folks from Michigan and Wisconsin, so it wasn't that cold here today, right? Yeah.
She really
So,
did.
Eleanor, tell them what happened today that helped us deal with the cold.
We have not had heat installed for 2 years.
That's
and
right.
Today, my
Yeah.
my pops and my uncle Jake and my Uncle Jake's friend that I don't really know him much.
I think his name was Ethan.
Okay, Ethan. They came and fixed our air, and it was nice.
Yeah, we got a new heating and air unit today, and we are ecstatic about it. We have had issues
I've
with
already
heat.
got too hot.
Yeah, she got too hot right away, didn't you?
Yes.
We're not used to having central heat, and so we are going to have to play around with that until we feel more comfortable with it. Isn't that right, Eleanor? But we have been without heat for about 2 winters now, and so we are super happy to have central heat back here on the Head Family Farm again. And like Eleanor said, her Uncle Jake came over, and her pops came over, and her Uncle Jake's friend Ethan. And Ethan and Jake are both HVAC professionals. And so we had the professionals come in to take care of it. One, because I don't trust myself to handle that sort of thing. And two, because I don't trust myself to handle that kind of thing.
And we had acorns stuck in our rat seat, and was there squirrels? Hundreds of acorns filled it to the roof.
That's right. We had squirrels had gotten into our old
And my
system, and there were
first
acorns in
time
there.
going under the house.
Yeah, Eleanor went under the house today to check and see what they were doing with that heating. I guess
our
that was the heat pump that was underneath.
And our flashlight stopped working.
Maybe the furnace, I'm not sure. But anyways, hey Rachel, how are you? Let's see here. Yeah, more folks from up north telling us that it's not really that cold down here. They have snow up there, like feet worth of snow. Like up to here.
Dad!
Oh, no. Heidi says that they had 5 feet of snow. That's taller than you are. That's almost as tall as I am.
Dad!
I know. I'm glad we don't have that much snow here. Aren't you?
Yeah, it's just, I'm glad it's just up to my boots. All the way up to my ankles.
Every now and then we'll get about an inch or so, but most of the time...
I eat snow.
Yep, but most of the time when we have snow here, it's not even real snow. It's just kind of frozen. It's just ice, right?
Remember when we were in that place that we were for a wedding there? And
Yes,
we shaved.
tell them about it.
Well, we have a memory thing. My mom makes memory stuff, memory videos, and it makes me happy.
She makes videos, and she likes to make picture books that have all our pictures in them.
And we brought our scraper to scrape our windows so we could get all the ice, and we took it into our apartment, and we made it into like snow cone drinks and stuff.
That's right. My sister Katie got married in Colorado. And sorry, Katie, I can't remember how many years it's been now. I think it's been 2 years.
I thought it was Chicago.
No, it wasn't Chicago. It was Colorado, and it was in Estes Park, Colorado, and it was gorgeous. But they went from being in the 70s, temperature-wise, Fahrenheit, to the 20s overnight there, and it stayed below freezing the entire day of the wedding, and it just dumped snow on us. And so us Southerners that had headed up there and out west, we were feeling it, but it was so cool. Eleanor, what kind of animals did we see in Estes Park, Colorado that we had never seen before? No? Reindeer. Come over here so they could see you.
Reindeer.
We saw reindeer. Did we see Santa's reindeer?
Maybe.
Who knows? I mean, they all kind of look the same, right? Did we see any fly, though?
No,
we didn't see any fly when we were there.
Cause is that close to the North Pole?
Is it close? No, but it's closer than here is.
I think that's
They can
not
hear you, but they
Santa's.
can't see you, baby girl.
I
You gotta
don't
come
think
this
it's
way.
Santa's reindeer. Then.
You don't think it was Santa's reindeer?
If it's not close to his, I bet he goes there to take the presents to the little boys and girls.
Yeah, he probably. I would imagine Santa stops in Colorado as well. Yeah. Are there good kids in Colorado too?
Yes.
What do y'all think? I certainly hope so. I bet there are.
But I'm wondering, how does Santa get all those presents to boys and girls?
Yeah, that was one of the questions that they asked in that new show that we watched about Santa Claus, isn't it? Yeah, we've been watching, I think it's called The Santa Clauses.
Well, we're waiting for the next season. We just
The
watched
next
all the
episode, yeah. I
seasons.
think we watched the first 2 episodes, and we're waiting for it to come out, waiting for more to come out.
And he's retiring. Santa's retiring on our show.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to give up. He's trying to let his son do it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, we don't want to give any spoilers, so spoiler alert if you're going to watch the Santa Clauses and haven't seen those yet.
Well, I'm just telling them a little bit of the part.
It's pretty cool, though. It's a pretty cool show. I think is it Netflix? I think it's Netflix.
Yeah, it's...
I don't know. Maybe somebody will correct me. Miss Sarah says it's magic. That's how Santa can get presents to everybody.
Yeah, magic is real. If the tooth
Of course.
my elf is real, she flies. It's time for her to come back.
Yeah.
Can I tell them her name?
Yes. Eleanor has an
Lollipop.
elf on the shelf, and what's her name?
Lollipop.
Lollipop. And
my
lollipop was
baby.
one of the very first words that Eleanor could write from memory. Because she had read the word so much in her Elf on the Shelf book that she was able to write it. So she wrote it. Oh, Miss Judy wants to see the bunny.
Oh man, she's freezing out there.
She is not freezing. Okay, y'all. We have an English Angora rabbit named Mopsy. and she is living her best life right now with this weather. We have her a nice setup in the carport, and she is loving this weather. You can tell during when it's warm outside, she is just not as comfortable as she is right now. So she is extra happy right now. And if it gets colder than 28 or so, we are definitely bringing her in. But she is loving this weather. And like I said, she's in the carport, so it stays warmer in there. She's not getting hit by wind or the elements or anything. So.
I have a taco for Dad to eat.
Favorite
kind of taco.
A slime taco. Okay, so let's see. We've got some folks telling us what their elf's names are. Do you want to hear them? Mm-hmm. Okay. Laura says, my elf's name is Blaze. Sarah says their elf's name is Dave.
That's Pop's name.
Yeah.
Dave.
Pop's name is Dave. Yeah. And Miss Judy says Angoras love cold weather. So, yep, they do. Especially Mopsy is loving it. Lana says, I have a 4-year-old Angora that runs free through the house and uses puppy pads. That's cool. Maybe we do let Mopsy run through the house a good bit.
Yeah, but I have to clean it up now.
That's right. If she goes, Eleanor has to clean it up.
But we don't feed her. We feed her like 2 carrots or 3 carrots when she's in the house.
Yeah, she eats mostly Timothy hay. And
yeah, but when she's in the house, she always gets a carrot.
Yeah, she gets treats when she comes in the house. But she eats mostly Timothy hay and rabbit feed. So
we've got your...
Yeah.
You've got your dumpling ready.
Yeah. Well, you know what I called our live tonight, Eleanor?
What?
Saturday night show and tell.
Yay!
Do we have some stuff that you want to show and tell about? Yeah.
We're going to show them to this slime because I know what this slime came from.
Yeah.
Yay! And this came from the church, the one inside.
Yeah. Okay. So where did you get this slime? Do you have your cauldron?
Yes.
Okay. Tell them about the slime. Where did we get this slime from?
Well, I'm going to make it real quick because I have.
Who helped you make that slime? Did one
Charlie.
of your friends? Charlie. Our friend Charlie helped Eleanor make this slime at our church's fall festival.
I'll tell them about the. After this, I'm going to tell you about my perfect play I did with her.
Oh, yes, Eleanor was in a play with Charlie. Charlie is very good at plays, and Eleanor wants to be like Charlie, too. Okay, so she made this slime in a cauldron. Show them the cauldron that you made it in. It was so super cool.
Dad, can you get your flashlight? Oh, yeah. But I wanted to show you guys it glows in the dark.
Yeah, it glows in the dark, doesn't it? It's super cool, but it's got glitter. And what kind of eyeballs are those?
They're googly eyes.
They're googly eyes. But what kind of animal are we gonna say that they're from when we put them in that witch's potion, that slime cauldron?
Spiders and tiny scary pizzas and
tiny scary pizzas
and bats.
And bats. Okay, that's good.
And I would say scary cats.
Scary cats. Okay, so we showed them the slime.
Well,
what else have we got to show? Okay, what are those?
They're little gems.
They're little gems.
And also, you can see, she let me pick out some glitter, and she's green.
Nice.
And I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to show them what it looks like when it's in there.
Oh, okay. She's mixing up the slime concoction now.
Yeah. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because once you get it in, you have to Wait, I know what to do now.
You know what to do.
Okay. Oh, there's eyeballs.
All right. Now, while she's mixing that up, I'll go ahead and tell you, we do have farm-related show and tell, I promise. But Eleanor wanted to show off her slime. And we've got a couple other things Eleanor's going to show off as we go through as well.
Slime too.
Yeah, she's got some other slime she's been playing with today. We played inside all day today, didn't we?
Close to. Remember, I went under the house.
Yeah, she went under the house, and we went out and fed the animals, didn't we?
Yeah, and I had to get the ice out of the tubs.
Yep. There were ice in our waterers this morning, which is something that does not happen very often. So it was weird, and Eleanor got to break up the ice, so she enjoyed that.
Well, my hands were freezing after that, so.
Yeah.
And the pigs helped me warm up because I put my hands all over them.
Yeah. We've got some more folks coming in now, letting us know, checking in from where they're from. We've got some North Carolina and New York.
Any more
Cool.
elf names?
Any more elf names? Eleanor wants to know if anybody else has any elf on the shelves that you have names for. Let's see here.
Does Miles have
Sarah asked, oh yeah, Eleanor wants to know, so for the Big Family Small Farm crowd, Eleanor wants to know if Miles has an elf on the shelf.
He needs one. If he doesn't have one, and mine's a naughty one.
Yours is a naughty elf?
Remember
But she's sweet.
Yeah, we take her to church, so, and.
We did see Miles's teddy bear.
Yeah.
Was that last night? Or the night before last?
Last night.
Last night? Yeah, so we got to see Miles's teddy bear on their
Okay,
live.
we ready to show them?
He was trying to come up with a good name.
And I gave him Miles Jr.
Oh, yep. Wes says that Miles has one,
I need to know.
and
it's-
it is naughty.
Oh no! What? I bet boy elves.
Uh-huh.
Lollipop's a good elf, but
Yeah.
she's kind of naughty. I would say in between.
She's in between.
But we had her favorite cereal in there, and at
We
night.
did. We had Elf on the Shelf cereal last year.
Yes. And I think we're getting it this year too.
Maybe, if we find it.
And guess what?
What?
On Easter, this happened. My grandfather at the store got me the same cereal as the Easter Bunny gave me.
Wow, that's really cool.
It was Trix.
Yep.
And then we had Elf on the Shelf. And at night, she went. she flew into there, opened the pantry, got it, and somehow I think she got scissors and cut it open.
Yeah.
And then we had to clean it up.
Yeah.
There was marshmallows all
Oh, yeah,
over.
she got into the mini marshmallows last year, didn't she?
yeah, she also got into my unicorn sprinkles.
Yeah, yeah.
Why does she have to
Unicorn. Y'all, unicorn sprinkles are an important part of what we do here on the Head Family
Yes.
Farm.
I think I had some on Friday.
Yeah, you had some yesterday.
And she ate my tiny marshmallows.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see what we've got next to share. So that's what the cauldron goo, the slime, looks like when it's got the stuff mixed into it.
There it is. It kind of looks like a
So,
frog.
Eleanor, what do you want to do next? Do you want to do this one next or this one next?
Let's do the rest of the slime.
Okay, show them the rest of the slime real quick, and then tell me if you want to do this, this, or this. And we're not going to tell them what this, and this are yet. We're going to let you pick, and then we'll do that.
Yay!
Okay, or this. I forgot about this.
Oh, yeah. We might do that at close to the end.
You want to do that at the end? Okay.
Can I tell them we're going to do jokes?
Oh, yeah. Eleanor has multiple jokes that she would like to tell
And
this
Dad,
evening.
you're going to have to help me because I have like 2 jokes. And I need you to tell me some fun dad jokes.
Okay.
In my ear.
Okay, I might tell you some jokes in your ear. Okay.
Okay. This came... where did it come from?
I don't remember.
My cousin got these 2.
Your cousin did?
Eli.
Eli gave it to you? That was very sweet.
Eli
Eli's
Phillip.
very sweet.
Eli Phillip.
All right. So now that they've seen both slimes, which one do you want to do next? Do you want to do this one, this one, this one, or this one?
That one.
This one. Okay.
Okay, we'll
this
clean
one
up.
is going to be a lot of fun because I don't remember what's in this box.
I do.
You do. So we got a box of 3 presents from Farmers Defense, which is a company that makes gardening products. And so I know what 2 of the products are, but I don't remember what design Jacqueline chose. So we're going to open these up, and we're going to see what they
Can I put it
are.
open?
Yeah. Let me do this side, and then you can open that one.
Okay.
You open it.
This side?
Here, put it right here. So we're going to see what's in here. And so one cool thing about them sending us this stuff is that they told us that if any of our community members, any of our farm friends want to buy anything from them, that they'll give you 10% off.
Okay.
Oh, this is like going to be our favorite thing, the sticker. We love stickers around here,
away.
by the way. Okay, so, oh yeah, I'm really excited about that one. What is this, Eleanor?
By the way.
Oh, okay. So yeah, get everything out. We'll move the box and we'll show them what we got. Okay. So, I'm really excited for this hat. I have needed a new...
like a baking apron.
Yeah.
Apron. For gardening.
Yeah. So, this hat, I've been needing a new sun hat since the spring. All right, let's put that down and let's talk to him about what we got, okay? So I've been needing a new sun hat since the spring. Jacqueline got herself 2 sun hats this spring. So Jacqueline, if you're watching right now, I'm calling you out for getting yourself 2 sun hats this spring and not me another one. Maybe she did and I'm just forgetting. But, so I did steal Jacqueline's sun hat for 1 or 2 days this spring, but I needed one this summer. And I looked at these hats from Farmers Defense and from a couple of other companies, but I didn't order one. And I'm glad I didn't, because Farmers Defense hooked us up. And y'all, look at this awesome design. This one is their Save the Bees design. Can y'all see the little bees on it? You see?
Oh, yeah.
And it's got this mint background color. Jacqueline was like, will you wear this color? And I was like, heck yeah, I will. So...
And I know
what do y'all think? Oh, I got it on backwards.
When I broke my arm, I had these. Daddy, can I tell them when I broke my... Can I go ahead and talk about these?
Miss Sue said, Eleanor, I didn't know you were going live tonight. We didn't either, Miss Sue.
He asked me if we were going to do a live, and I said yes.
Oh, don't show him that yet. You want to surprise him, don't you?
Yeah.
So, all right, what do y'all think about this hat?
And I think they like it.
Do y'all think that... Okay, so I'm not one of those men that gets caught up in the whole, like, this is too girly or too feminine thing. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I'm just not that kind of guy. I enjoy things that are flowery as well. But I like this a lot. I'm excited to get to wear this. Oh, yeah. And so this one is the thing I was most excited about at first. But this, I have a very specific use for this that I was excited about. But the hat, I mean, I'm going to need the hat, right? So, excited for the hat. So, Eleanor, what have you got? What is this stuff? Do you know what this is?
Yeah, I know what this is. I used this when I broke my arm.
That's right. We ordered something very similar to this when Eleanor broke her arm, and we couldn't figure out how to keep her cast clean because we.
Wait, is this a thumb hole?
I mean, with a farm kid, you're lucky to keep anything clean, right? So we wanted to make sure that we could keep her cast clean, and this was the solution that we wound up with. They're gardening sleeves.
Can I show them? I'm going ahead and put them.
Yeah. Yes, and so we ordered gardening sleeves to go over her cast, and y'all, it worked like a charm. It was amazing. Okay, look at that. Okay, so the gardening sleeves, I won't use these as much as maybe Jacqueline will, but what I will use these for is picking our okra. There we go. That's what I was looking for. For picking our okra,
it's so itchy.
It's super itchy.
And I think Dad's gonna have to wear my toboggan to go out there because it itches your head too.
Yeah. For anybody that doesn't know, here in the southeast United States, we call winter caps, like a knit cap. We call those toboggans around here. I know a toboggan's a sled, but that's what we call those hats here, is toboggans. So Eleanor wore her polar bear toboggan today.
Yeah,
outside.
And it has eyes on it.
Yep. And so, but yeah, so those sleeves are going to come in handy when I'm picking okra next summer. I really needed some this year, but what I did instead was I just kept one of these shirts out in the barn, and I would put it on whenever whenever I was going out to pick okra. So now I'll have these, and I got a feeling we're going to be using these whenever we're working with our roses and that sort of thing. Y'all, we are going to finally plant all of the roses that we've bought and have just kind of put to the side for now.
Wait, we forgot to pull the carrots. We'll have to pull them tomorrow.
Yes, okay, so our carrots in our green stock. Y'all, I planted carrots at the beginning of spring in the lowest level of our first green stock that we got, and they're still in there. I don't know if they're gonna taste good, or if they won't be any good anymore. I know that they didn't get very big. Honestly, I can't remember what variety I planted and if they were even supposed to get big. But I would imagine that that they were supposed to be small. But they're not like stunted. They didn't grow down and then hit a place and then curve or anything like that. They look nice, but oh, Eleanor, go grab that carrot that's over there and let's show him.
Okay, I thought I was going to give it to Uncle Jake. I offered him.
I know.
He said no.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
Oh, no!
The box.
She tripped on the box.
I didn't even know it was there.
Y'all, Eleanor is one of those kids that anytime that we get something in the mail, she wants to play with the box.
You just gave me an idea. I'm going to color on
You're gonna
it.
color on the box? Okay,
Well,
let's.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
you're gonna
show
show.
him the
She's gonna
carrot.
show you this little carrot.
And I'm going to show you.
Did I pull this out this morning or last night? Do you remember?
Last night.
Last night.
Just pull this off.
Oh, that's okay. Just hold it. It's a little bit dried out now, so
Yeah,
I'm
but I'm
wondering if
going
that's
to
the way all of them
try
are gonna
it.
be. Let's see here. So I'm hearing that that in Texas they're also called toboggans. Winter hats are.
Here's it. And now
Yep,
I'm
that's
going
our
to
carrot.
try it.
And so, but you can see. Let's show them real quick. You can see that it's not like it hit
I have to eat
ground
dirt.
that was too tough. I think they're probably not supposed to be
to
that
eat
small, but
dirt.
probably smaller. Don't eat the dirt.
Well, I'm not eating the dirt. I'm trying to go for the carrot.
Oh, don't eat it yet. We gotta wash it off.
Yeah.
If you want to go wash it off, you can.
Yes, no.
No, okay, we'll wait until later.
I eat them right out of there. I just put them on.
Okay, so we did the hat. We saw the hat. We saw the gloves, or the sleeves rather. And once again, very excited to use those for the okra because I
Have you
was
showed
super
them the
itchy last
sticker?
time. And I don't like to wear sleeves in the summer, so like long sleeve shirts. So that's going to be a big help to me. Yep, there's the sticker, Farmers Defense. And the link to the Farmers Defense stuff is in the description of these videos if you want to check those out. No pressure, only opportunity. And like I said, Farmers Defense way of saying thank you to us for trying their products out is to give you guys 10% off, and if you use our link, we do get a small kickback. So yeah, so there's a link and a code in there if you want to do that. But like I said, no pressure, only opportunity. We hope that we never pressure y'all into spending money that you don't want to spend. That's just not who we are. If it's something that's useful to you and you see that we use it and that it's useful, that's awesome. We hope that you'll find some stuff like that from us because we like to share what works for us. But ultimately, we don't want to pressure you into anything. So it's not life or death if you use our code or our link or anything. We just appreciate it. If you're going to buy that stuff anyways, if you'll think of us when you do it. But the other thing, and I'm really excited about this, y'all are going to think I'm silly, but
Dad,
it
thought
is
was time for
a
the next.
gardening trimming apron.
I thought
And
it was for the
Jacqueline got the black color because she knew that I'd be more likely to wear it than some of the other colors that they had. And you can see here on the diagram the pouches that it has. And so it's made specifically over here. There we go. Over here to hold your clippers and that sort of thing. So I'm excited for that. It's also got a pouch that you can close up and snap, or 2 of them that you can close up and snap, which I think will probably be most useful for me with stuff like seed packets and that sort of thing. So I am very thankful for these gifts from Farmers Defense. So thank y'all. Really appreciate that. Let's see here. Carrie is reminding us that it's going to be 24 degrees in Alabama tonight. Now, of course, Alabama isn't just, one little place, so it'll be a wide range. I think that we're supposed to get down to like 28 tonight. So let's see here. So Carrie must be a little bit north of us, but it's supposed to get very cold. I'm actually, after we get done with this live tonight, I'm going to go out and make sure that everybody's got dry hay in their shelters, so that I know that when the frost falls, it's not going to fall on their hay and that sort of thing. The animals do almost always pull their hay out of their shelters during the day for one reason or another, especially the pigs. The pigs love to pull any bedding that we put in their shelter out, and they like to lay in it out in the sun during the day. So I'll have to make sure that they've got it. Yeah, Rooster likes to eat the hay and the bedding.
Well, is it time for... I think it's time for...
Okay. All right, so Eleanor wants to share with y'all something that she got at the... or some things that she got
You probably saw them in the video.
Yeah, you might have seen them in the video. She got these at the Gulf Coast Homesteaders Meetup. She made a friend there who makes some really cool stuff, and of course we couldn't leave without supporting that friend, so we bought some cool stuff that she made. And so she crochets, and her shop, her thing is called Creations by Chloe, and we linked to it. Now that's not one of our affiliate things. This is just something we think is really cool and super cute, and a friend that we made that we want to say thank you for blessing us just by being so sweet to Eleanor.
Can you give a link to these people that give them?
Yeah, we can tell them about that.
And I'm going to tell them in the video. Can you do some egg cartons?
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Smiling eggs and
so
like the
so
bad egg.
show them what you
Egg,
got.
like,
Yes, so Chloe makes... We couldn't leave without getting these eggs because they're blue and like kind of a mint green. And so it's just like our favorite birds, or, it's hard to say you have favorites, but some of our very first birds and the ones that we sell the most of in the spring when we do our hatchery stuff lay these blue and kind of greenish colored eggs. Our Americanas, and then our Easter eggers and olive eggers. So we couldn't leave without these.
2 smiling eggs. Mom
They're
had to
so
get
cute,
smiling
aren't they?
ones.
If you want to know more about Chloe, who makes these, she crochets them, yes, or want to check these out, and maybe, Christmas is coming up. We did put her a link to her website in the description of the videos, so you can check her out. Like I said, this isn't one of our affiliate things or anything like that. We're not getting a kickback for doing this or anything. These are just super cute, and Chloe was super nice to Eleanor, and Eleanor wanted to show and tell about these tonight, so we wanted to make sure and put that link down there too. So if you want to check those out, you can.
Like this thing is trying to eat.
Yeah. Okay, Eleanor, tell them about these. What are these?
I thought you just hurt yourself.
Oh, I didn't. I'm
You
good.
hit yourself. Okay, these might look like an octopus. See, it might look like an octopus. It's a smiling octopus.
It's a smiling octopus. Well, it looks like an octopus, but what did you say it was? Because I think you're right. A cuttlefish. A cuttlefish.
She made it go down, but when I got it, it was kind of like mixed up like that. So I decided I'm going to do this, and there you go. It's a cuttlefish.
Mm-hmm.
And right away, I knew this was a cuttlefish.
Okay, hey, I just thought of a good dad joke for cuttlefish?
Well, okay.
You want me to
can't
tell you in your ear and you can tell them?
No.
You sure?
It's for the jokes.
It's for the joke. Okay, we'll save it until later.
Until it's time for the jokes.
Okay, we'll save it until it's time for the jokes, Eleanor says. So, we'll save the cuttlefish joke for later.
Okay, I think it's time.
Okay, so you're done showing your cuttlefish and your eggs? Okay, you want to, of course. Okay, so last live that we did, we ate some delicious homemade treats from our friends over at Chestnut Hills Farmstead.
Can you go ahead and open it?
And today we're going to try something that's not nearly as fresh. This was a souvenir that we brought back from our trip to Mexico recently. Tell them about our trip while I open this.
Okay.
What did we do?
Well,
How did we get there? How did we get to Mexico?
On a car. We did
What?
our car.
No.
Oh, yeah, on a boat. I was thinking how we got to the cruise.
Yeah.
Got
So
to
we
that.
went on a cruise ship. Oh, I don't know. It smelled good at first. I don't know that it smells good now. So while we were in Mexico, I think this was probably in Cozumel. We got some of these treats to try. We have no idea what they are. They say dulce de leche on them, which
Dad, I know what this is good.
which means like the sweet
Tastes like fondant.
of the milk, I guess. But it says dulces de leches. Does it taste good?
Taste it.
Okay.
This is
You know what? Dulce de leche is also a way of describing caramel.
It's time to taste next time.
And these are caramel flavored. That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Y'all don't worry.
Fun there for Mom.
Yeah. Don't worry. There are 3 of each of these treats. And so we're going to share. We're going to save at least one of each for Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think we'll make it through the whole pack. Do you? No? Tell them what you think of it. What do they like? Okay, this one's got stripes. It kind of looks like Neapolitan ice cream. Do you like Neapolitan ice cream?
I don't know what that is.
It's, well, what kind of ice cream looks like this?
Papa's ice cream.
Papa's ice cream. She loves to eat ice cream with my dad, who she calls Papa.
It's midnight.
And some of the very first ice cream that they ate together was Neapolitan ice cream.
Dad, don't tell them. I think it's a secret.
What is?
The
Well, I mean,
ice-
you tell me in my ear. No, the ice cream's not a secret.
What's a secret in our house?
It's a secret in our house. Who are you keeping secrets from?
No one really.
No one.
Really,
Wait, show them the
the
one you're eating now.
neighbors.
What does it have in it? She's eating one with sprinkles now. All right, I'm gonna eat this one. I think I'm gonna be done after this one for now.
Well, I want to try the chocolate.
Okay.
And then I want to try that.
I'm gonna try the chocolate one.
Mm.
Here you go. We're gonna see. I don't think we're gonna get to hyper levels like we've experienced on lives before, but we'll see.
I think I'm done.
You think you're done? Okay.
You know, since
So what did you think about those?
I kind of like them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the last thing we're missing? This
You know what they remind me of?
What?
Have y'all ever had cow tails?
Oh yeah!
The candy cow tails?
I wish I got some.
That's what those tasted like to me. Do you think that's what they taste like?
Yeah. I need to taste.
You're gonna taste the
yeah,
chocolate
we're
one?
gonna have to share it because you need to taste.
So anybody that hasn't had a cow tail before, it's hard for me to describe it. How would y'all describe them if you've had them before? Help me out here.
Taste it.
Okay, I'm gonna taste this.
Mm. No,
Oh, that's really good. So cow tail,
yeah.
it's like this kind of
Mm.
soft caramel, maybe vanilla flavor. Well, they have different flavors too, but then it's in the shape of like a straw, but going down the middle of it is like a slightly tougher caramel.
Dad, why
So it's the outside is like creamy, and the inside is kind of that brown gooey caramel. It's really good. But that's what this tastes like to me, is those cowtails. So that's what we were trying right there. They were a souvenir that we got on our cruise to Mexico. Okay, baby girl. Okay, sorry. Eleanor just said, Daddy, I need to run to the potty. Distract them. So I'm distracting you. Oh, man. Let's see here. Leanne says the way that she would describe cowtails is caramel with white cream. Yep. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think that is right. The cream is in the middle, right? Is that right, Leanne? I was thinking that it was caramel in the middle, but I think you're right. I think maybe the cream is in the middle. I bet that they do it both ways, because I know that I've had different types of cowtails, and one of them was like a white color, and one of them was chocolate, I think. But,
we're ready.
Anyway, okay, so Eleanor has some more stuff that she wants to show and tell. I guess it wouldn't be a Head Family Farm Live without showing a little bit of Eleanor art, right? So Eleanor has some art that she worked on today.
Oh, we have some, and this one might be on the good side.
Oh, Sarah said that she likes the strawberry cowtails. That was a different one that I like, yeah.
Well, I haven't tasted it.
You haven't tasted a
I
strawberry
don't even know
cowtail?
what this-
All right,
No,
y'all,
I
we're
haven't.
shutting it down, and we're running to the store and getting strawberry cowtails. No? Should we
No.
show them? Okay, we'll show them some artwork first, some Eleanor art. Let's do this one first.
No, I want to do.
Okay, you want to show them? Here, I'll hold them side by side. And
Wait, yeah. Well, yeah. Since it's us, just show this one first and say it's yours.
Okay. Eleanor and I watched
Dad,
some videos today. We're about to do that.
You forgot to put the mailbox.
Oh, I did. That's okay.
Yeah,
Yours
that's
has
okay.
one.
It's okay.
So today, since we were kind of stuck inside for a little while,
me
Eleanor
go
and I did some drawing tutorials off of YouTube. We watched this kids art channel to learn how to draw some different things, and we just kind of followed instructions as we went. And so Eleanor and I drew a farm picture, of course. And so here's mine. There's my farm picture that I drew with the instructions. And here is Eleanor's. I think Eleanor's looks pretty awesome. She wrote her name down here, over here. She's got hearts in the clouds.
And I made a mama chicken sitting
There's a
on it.
mama chicken in this window.
And
See,
there's a
mine was
baby.
boring. Mine just had an empty window. But Eleanor's has a chicken in the window with
And I made
eggs
a
and
baby
babies.
chick.
And yep, up here on the
I
weather
heard a
vane.
story
There
about
it is. The
a
weather
chicken
vane
that
is
got
a real
cooked
chicken.
That turned into a weather vane.
A chicken that got cooked that turned into a weather vane?
Yeah.
I don't know that story.
Well, it was from school, so.
Oh, okay, it was at school.
Well, is it time for the?
Yeah, show them that one. Okay, so Eleanor did a multi-layered ice cream cone too.
Well, here's my one. Here's.
There you
my-
go.
It
So
turns.
one scoop,
Two scoops.
2 scoops,
3 scoops.
3 scoops,
4
4
scoops.
scoops.
So we have 4 scoops.
And
of ice
they're all
cream.
different emotions, aren't they?
So can I tell them the first one?
Yeah, tell them the first
one's
one.
Like,
The first
I'm
one.
so, it sees like something. It sees something like yummy, like this one. It sees something yummy, juice box, and then this one's like laughing. It's laughing.
Is that Daddy laughing during the farm dad joke videos? Yeah,
No.
you think no?
Well, I would say it's kind of different because it's like up and down.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think it was
I got
like,
you.
I
Okay.
think it's like. Well, is my eyes like pointy?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like the alligators at
Like this?
school.
Is that it?
Well,
No?
it's
Okay.
not. It's not.
It's not.
pointy.
Okay, gotcha.
And then we did a
Fair
kissy
enough.
one for
A kissy
Dad.
one? For me?
Kissy
Aw,
one
that's
in the
so
middle.
sweet.
But I did put, you see, every single one except for the mad one, except for my mint one.
Yeah.
They don't have toppings, but this one sprinkles. This one has some like chocolate and stuff on it. You can see it, it's light green. And then I tried to do some sauce on my red one. The red one's the maddest. Like,
The red one's a mad one.
and they will go, yum, yum.
Well, Eleanor, that was awesome. Okay, you gonna show them that last one now?
Well, we're not done.
We're not done.
After this is, guess what? Go, jokes. I mean, not.
Yeah, Eleanor has some jokes she wants to share. All right, so show them the reference picture. Show them the little. Okay, so here, scoot this way.
Well, I tried to
Scoot this
make the
way.
mama juice box.
Yeah. Okay. So Eleanor drew a juice box.
Wait, don't look right there. And then there's a. Wait, let me put this back on there. I need some tape to tape it on there, so.
Oh, Eleanor, Sarah says that they have a candy store in Minnesota called the world's largest candy store.
Oh my goodness! In
And-
Minnesota! Oh,
Yeah.
That's where.
Yeah, that's where Snake Discovery is. Eleanor's favorite YouTube channel is Snake Discovery, and they're in
Oh, I'm getting a snake from them.
So
Don't be scared of my snake.
I'm not sure about the snake just yet.
Well,
We may
I'm
need a
waiting
little
until I'm
while longer.
7 or 8.
Till you're 7 or 8. Okay, that's
Or
a good
9,
plan.
or 10.
Yeah, we'll keep kicking that can down the road if we have to.
Uh,
But so Sarah said that it's they call it the largest candy store, and they sell gummy bears that are bigger than your head. Can you believe that?
Don't. I have to go to Minnesota to get that.
She said I have to go to Minnesota to
It
get
might
that.
not fit in my candy bin.
Yeah.
This is bigger than your head.
So lots of folks are saying that your artwork is great
Well,
and that you did a
they
good
haven't
job.
seen
And
the
Miss Sue
tiny one I
said,
copied off.
good job on ice cream cones and barn and juice box. So here's the juice box that she based it on.
And then here's the picture.
And there's the
Well,
picture.
look. This was too small to write.
Sure.
That right there, so I put it right there. I just
Yeah.
did it.
You did a great job.
So I based it off. I went with the thing. I did the straw from them, and I did they did a face that was not like my juice box. So
Okay,
I thought of my juice
Miss
box.
Angie says she's with me that you shouldn't get a snake. Okay, so to be fair, I had some little snakes when I was in college, and
And
so
I've heard of snake discovery, so I'm not changing
And
my mind.
Eleanor-
That's not either.
legitimately has done some decent research on
Snakes.
snake care and reptile care. So
Well, I'm going to have to
Wes
sell-
from Big Family Small Farm just texted me and said that he's going to help Eleanor get a snake.
What?
Which
I was
means
like,
that he's got to
"Yay,
have it in your
what?"
house first, Angie. So watch out.
No, baby, no. I want my own snake.
Eleanor Pitty Pat says hello, that she loves watching you. Say hey, Pitty Pat.
Hi. Wait, did she see my work yet?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Sarah says no snakes. Well, I have a feeling that at some point in time we will have a snake.
And can I tell him what? I want to draw it so bad. It's a milk snake.
Yeah, Eleanor loves tricolored milk snakes.
Well, can I show him what color it is? Wait, I'm just gonna
Yeah, Angie says that Wes will be living outside in the cold with that snake if he brings it in there. Yep. So we might wind up with that. Okay, so Eleanor is gonna try and draw a tricolored
Yeah.
milk snake to show you what it looks like. So
tricolor hog nose.
a tricolored hog nose. I'm sorry, you're right. Well, you said milk snake first, so
Well,
I feel okay about that.
It looks like a milk snake.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So, with it being so cold in our area the last week to 2 weeks, the garden is not in great shape. It's not in terrible shape, but if it were just the cold, I think it'd be okay. But the rain that came with the cold has really done a number on the garden. So I've noticed that a bunch of my broccoli is kind of laying over on its side, and it's not very big just yet, so it just kind of looks not great. And the cauliflower that's next to the broccoli, kind of the same story. Right before the freeze came through, right before the frost, I had some very quick pest pressure pop up. Very sudden pest pressure. It knocked out a bunch of the leaves on those brassicas, which are the greens that I'm talking about. And so I'm not positive how well we'll do with our brassicas. So our broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and collard greens. But I do have some hope, because next week we're not supposed to have a single day where it drops below freezing at all. And so I'm hoping that I might be able to get some tatsoi established in between the plants that are doing well in the garden right now. Because tatsoi is one of those plants that's very cold hardy, and so it's very cold hardy. So it's actually been seen growing up through snow in very cold areas. So got my fingers crossed on the tatsoi. It only takes like 21 days for maturity. So once it gets going, you've only got 3 weeks after it starts getting to that point. So I'm hoping, very much hoping, that it'll work. Let's see here. It's just a good time for garden cleanup, garden prep, cover crops, or hardy leafy greens. Maintenance time. Yep, I've done a lot of garden maintenance. That was from Angie, by the way. I've done a lot of garden maintenance the last 2 weeks or so. Y'all may have seen the video of me prepping the rows for, oh, here comes a lady. Prepping the rows for our onion sets, and the onion sets did go in the ground right before the frost started. I'm pretty confident they're going to be okay, that they'll perk back up. Most of them are still straight up, but they are a little yellow.
Mine is supposed to have white or black.
That's okay.
White or black. I can't remember, but it's
You got it, girlfriend. So I'm hoping that I can get some tatsoi established out there. But maybe y'all saw the video where I did the weeding and everything. And then the most recent video, I spared you. I didn't make you watch me weed the garden again.
I saw that.
But yeah, Eleanor says that she saw me weeding the garden. You see me weeding the garden a lot, though, in person, don't you? Yeah. So I'm hoping
at school.
You're mostly at school when I do weeding. Well, I don't know. I do have a day job, so I do work a lot of the time when Eleanor's at school. But when I go get her from school, typically we can knock a little bit out in the afternoons. But all that to say, I have done a lot of maintenance, and so if you're looking for something to do outside, now is a really good time for garden maintenance and rebuilding beds and that sort of thing.
That's why we did ours right away.
The one thing that I would say about rebuilding beds right now, though, I would not put any decent soil out that you're not planning on planting in over the winter, because you're at least in Alabama, we have very rainy winters, and so a lot of that soil, if I go out and put soil out in a bed that I'm not going to use until spring, a lot of it's going to be washed out. Now, if you do need to put out stuff like that, you need to put out compost, you need to put out soil, tarp it or cover it in some other way, and that'll help with it washing out, and you won't have to worry as much about weeds growing before you can get something planted in there. But I would suggest holding off on putting stuff like that into your beds. But it's a good time to clean out your beds and that sort of thing. And so we'll be doing that with the beds around the house here pretty soon. Most of them look okay, but the backyard definitely needs work, and winter is a good time to do that around here. Except for it being so rainy. That stinks. But, it happens. Let's see here. Sue says she has faith in the collards. Ah, man, I hope so. I
Here
hope they
it
perk
is.
back up. But I've heard that that tatsoi is a decent substitute for collards.
Dad,
So
show him.
so
Show
I'll
my
be okay
snake.
with that. So here's what Eleanor has come up with to show you what a tricolored hognose snake looks
Well,
like.
its head is kind of
It kind of has it has a
red.
hog nose, right? The nose goes up some.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard because I don't draw noses on snakes really. This is supposed to be the head, but I messed up.
Susan says, "How do I know when to cut my collards?" So, honestly, I think it's a matter of
Time for the
preference
jumps.
and also a matter of availability. I think, and y'all, I ask questions about gardening a lot, like every single day. I'm asking questions about gardening. Wes is on here. You can ask him. I'm asking him questions all the time. But I think the way that I play it with collards is whenever I want collards, I go out and pick some. I don't leave them for too long. Once they're starting to get really big, I will go ahead and take the outer leaves off and go ahead and bring them in to eat. So if you think that those outer leaves are getting to be big, go ahead and cut the outer leaves off and let the inner leaves that are newer continue to grow if you want them to get bigger. I'm kind of an overtime harvester when it comes to leafy greens anyway. I do this with lettuce as well, that I'll take those older leaves off from the outside and leave the newer growth on the inside and come back for that. So that's what I would suggest doing, Susan, is whenever you get ready to, you just want to cook some collards, go out there and see what you got, but keep an eye on them. Don't let them get too incredibly big. Yeah, so let's see. She says, I'm in South Carolina. Should I cut the leaves? Will they keep producing? Yeah. Go ahead, pick the bigger leaves, the older leaves, and let the younger ones continue to grow, and you should do well that way. Wes and Angie are agreeing with me about it being personal preference, and pick the leaves as you want and leave the rest. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. And like I said, I'm somebody who always asks questions, and I think that that's what everybody should do. If you ever get to the point, ask questions. If you ever get to the point where you think you know everything about your hobby, then you either need a new hobby or you need a reality check. And it's probably the latter rather than the former. But that's kind of my thing, though. I like things that I feel like I can never know everything about. I like things that are that I can constantly learn about. And so that's one reason why I went and got a master's degree in theology, is because no matter how many degrees you have in theology or how much time you spend studying scripture and the work of other theologians and biblical critics, no matter how much time you spend, there's always more to learn, and there's always stuff that you think you know and you think is right that is not correct. So I think it's very similar with gardening. Of course, it is science. And of course, at some point you could say that it is an exact science. But gardening, that is. But when it comes down to it, there's always more to learn when it comes to gardening. And so if you're into gardening or horticulture or anything like that, make sure that you're constantly looking for new information, because I think that's one part of it that is so fun. And
Time for jokes.
yeah, so let's see here. Cog Hill has a video of cutting greens just recently. Edie Lee says, yes, our friends over at Cog Hill did go out and harvest a bunch of their greens recently. I'm trying to remember who else. There was there were some other friends of ours that went recently out and picked some, but I can't remember who it is. But yes, Cog Hill does have a video out recently where they did cut some greens. So if you want some information on that, Jason is one of the folks that I ask questions to almost every day. Jason and Wes, I know they get tired of me asking questions, but that's just what I do. Let's see here. G&G Farm says, when I grew up, my parents just sowed collard seeds, but I noticed you guys put distance between the plants. Should I plant them with distance, or is sowing them okay? And then Angie answered, sowing them is fine, but spacing them will allow them to grow bigger and have more airflow, less fungal issues, etc. Exactly. If you're wanting just kind of, so with tatsoi, for instance, and take this with a grain of salt, I only know what I know about tatsoi from Cog Hill, right? This will be my first time growing tatsoi this winter, but from what I understand, tatsoi is really good for like cut and come again, kind of a substitute for collards and its own thing. From what I understand, it's good in salads and that sort of thing as well. So if you are wanting, with any type of brassica really, especially ones that are grown for leaves and leafy greens, if you're wanting bigger, like more of a heading type thing, if you're growing something that heads like cabbage or something like that, you want to give it more space so that it can get bigger. If you're growing collard greens and you like big collard greens, which takes longer than planting the collard greens thick and harvesting them when they're smaller. So that's another thing to think of. If you don't have as much time in your growing season that works well for collards and leafy greens, you can sow them thicker and harvest them earlier. So that way you're going to have more of the young stuff that you can harvest earlier. But what we like to do is space our collards out so that they can get really big. Because we like to get those big collards, big leaves off the collards. So that's why we space them out. But if I were wanting to grow a bunch of greens as fast as I could, then I would not space them out like that. I would probably direct sow very heavily and let them grow quick, and then just cut them off. If that's what I was trying to do, try and get a bunch really as fast as I could, that's what I would be doing. And that's probably what I'll do with the tatsoi is sow it very thick and do cut and come again with the tatsoi for as long as it'll stand up through the winter. So, and if it lasts all the way through the winter, even better. Let's see here. The first patch I sowed ended up in deer bellies. Yep. That's always a possibility, especially if you live in more of a rural setting. Out here in Alabama, we're covered up with deer an awful lot of the time. So some things that can help with that is fencing, of course.
Daddy, since you're answering questions, I think it's time for jokes.
Okay, baby, we're going to do that in a minute. Eleanor really wants to tell some jokes to y'all, so we're going to do that in just a minute. Let's see here. Something else that I'm going to sow really thick and I'm not going to pay much attention to it. I'm not going to take great care of it or anything like that. I'm going to sow mustard greens at the edges, or just mustard rather, and I may harvest some of the greens, but most of it that I'm doing is just in case we do get some early winter heat come back through, because that happens here in Alabama a good bit. Jacqueline and I mentioned on our last live that a couple of years ago on Christmas Eve, it was 85 degrees and we had tornado warnings. And so it was a few years ago. I say a couple, but it's been a few years now. So if that heat pops back up, we can get pest pressure back in the garden. And so it'll help with pest pressure. It'll also just mean that I'm not wasting space in the garden. The edges will wind up being covered by the ends of my rows. And so I'm going to do that in a few places. I've got a bunch of mustard. Mustard is cheap, and
What is
it's
mustard?
mustard is a leafy green, Eleanor.
I think it's time for jokes now.
Okay. Eleanor wants to tell some jokes.
It was
now.
show and tell.
Show and tell. You're right. We showed and now I'm telling, right?
Yeah, but it's show and tell. So show and tell we used to do at my old school that we weren't supposed to go. No.
Yep. Okay. So, all right, Eleanor, you ready to tell a joke?
Yeah.
All right, come over here and tell a joke.
My first one is the best.
Okay, you got to come over here so they can see you while you're telling a joke. You coming?
Yeah.
Okay,
Dad.
She was finishing coloring out a heart, so that was important.
Make all your jokes right now. Put them in your head for the
Okay.
jokes.
I'm coming up with jokes in my head right now. Okay, Eleanor, it's your turn.
No, you have to keep doing yours.
You want me to tell a joke?
No, you have to keep thinking. Then you whisper them all in my
Oh,
ear.
you want me to tell you a joke to tell them?
Well, first I'm going to tell my joke.
Okay, you tell your joke. She, part of her school curriculum is a...
This is a place
it's kind of
where
a game.
they read to you.
And they read to you, and one of the things that they read to you is jokes. And so she has a couple of jokes that she learned at school. Will you tell us those jokes?
Yeah, I have a fun one that we will do close to the end.
Okay, well, we're close to the end. Tell us your jokes.
No, the close to the end of the jokes.
Okay. All right, well, get us started here.
Well, what do you call a fly with no wings?
What do you call a fly?
We
with
need some
no wings?
answers.
Okay, give them a second. Let them see. It takes a couple of seconds for them to get to where we are. And so we'll see here. Okay, so they're hearing it now.
Okay.
And let's see
Where's
what
the
if anybody answers. So does anybody have any clue what you call a fly with no wings? Let's see. Nobody's answering yet. They may not know. You may have to tell them. You just have to tell them the punchline.
You don't have to. Just try your best. Do
Just
not
try your
have-
best.
If you look, I'm making stuff.
Miss Sue said dead. You call a fly with no wings dead.
No.
I think most flies with no wings are probably dead. Though we did used to buy
What?
flightless flies to feed. We used to have some gray tree frogs.
Were they
that
real? Were they still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were fruit flies that didn't have wings.
My dad knows it. Okay, we need just try your best.
Some people have guessed it already. They guessed the right thing.
Well, don't.
You want me to read the ones that aren't the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the ones that aren't the right thing. Miss Sue said dead. Nora said ant. Sherry said lie. That's a good one. I like that, lie. Susan said bug. G&G Farm says, I don't know. All right, so tell them, what do you call a fly with no wings?
Well, just read all the comments. Just read all the answers.
Eleanor. The only ones I didn't read were the ones that were the punchline. So tell them the punchline so you can say it. All right, so the joke is, what do you call a fly with no wings?
I thought you were going to say the
I'm not going to say it. You're going to say it. Tell them the punchline.
What do you call a fly with no wings? A walk. Okay.
That's a good one.
If you say before a walk, if you said a walk, that doesn't make no sense. A
Okay.
walk.
Doesn't make any sense.
A walk.
All right, you got another joke for us?
No. I told you I only had two.
Okay. Well, you going to tell us the other one?
Well, the other one is the funny one. that has
Okay,
to
tell
go
them the
close
funny
to-
one.
No, the funny one goes at before the end.
Before the end.
Like the one before the end. Okay, tell me some jokes.
Tell you some jokes.
Time for you to tell me some jokes in my ear, and then I tell it.
Okay, let's see here.
Do the one about the cuttlefish.
Okay.
What's the snuggliest fish at the aquarium? We need answers. Again.
So she's waiting to see if you can guess what the snuggliest fish in the aquarium is. If you've been here the whole time, you definitely know. I'm seeing some. They're answering.
Okay.
Yep, everybody's getting it. Tell them.
I don't know what it is.
Yes, you do. You're holding it.
Tell me.
You're holding one.
A cuttlefish.
The snuggliest fish in the aquarium is a cuttlefish. Nice.
Cuttlefish,
Let's see here. We've got some other folks telling jokes. Do you want me to read the ones that they're telling?
Well, okay, yes.
Okay, so one of the jokes that I saw, I like this one from Sarah. Did you hear about the snowman who got mad when the sun came out?
Oh, he melted.
He had a total meltdown.
No. Well, what happened to Frosty the Snowman?
Oh no, poor Frosty. Oh goodness. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so Amber said, I know a chicken that likes to count her eggs. She's a math-ma-chicken.
Well, I don't like that one.
I like that one. I may have to steal that one, Amber. We may have to use that as a farm dad joke
Well,
if you don't care.
I don't really want to use it.
Okay. Our friends over at Crazy Lizzie's Goat Farm and more said, "Hey, what did the turkey do at the first Thanksgiving?"
He got eaten.
Well, yeah, it got dressed.
Dressed? Oh, that's a good one. I know that one. The turkey got. Oh, I ate turkey dressing that month.
You had turkey dressing this week, didn't you?
It was good.
It was good. Dressing is like my favorite thing about Thanksgiving. I mean, don't get me wrong. The gratefulness and seeing family is good and all.
It was Thanksgiving
But
lunch.
I enjoy being around family a lot more when I have a plate of dressing in front of me.
It's time for more jokes that they tell, or it's ours.
Oh goodness, I don't know. I think we're good.
Are they done with jokes down there?
Yeah, just about. Let's see here. What do chickens say to greet each other?
Buff, 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 cat.
Yeah, but she said, "Henlo," like hello, but henlo. She didn't think it was funny. Don't worry, chickens, quails, and birds. They don't think I'm funny either.
Lady doesn't think it. She's crying down there.
Let's see here. What did one snowman say to the other?
I don't know.
Do you smell carrots?
Because their nose is made out of carrots. I don't think
and
that's
here's
funny.
Diane said one that was one of the first farm dad jokes that I put out, so we'll read that. Why did the turkey cross the road?
Because he wanted to get made into. He wanted to. From fall, he would be the turkey that would be eaten.
No, to prove he wasn't chicken.
I bet he's.
I like that one. That one's good.
I have a turkey in mind from Bluey.
Susan said, dressing makes some more enjoyable. Yeah.
Time for the rest of the jokes. You tell me some more jokes.
Dressing, bourbon. What? No, I'm just kidding. I'll take the dressing any day. For real, though. Yeah.
Time for the rest of the jokes from you.
What?
Time for the.
I don't really have all the jokes that I find or come up with. I put it on the dad joke reels. So if I tell all my jokes, we won't have any more reels. By the way, what have y'all? Anybody that's seen those reels on Facebook and shorts on YouTube? Do you enjoy those? Are they worth us continuing? I mean, I'm gonna do it anyways, but do y'all like them?
I haven't.
Do you like the dad jokes,
Yeah,
Eleanor?
but Lady's just laying down in the box.
Yeah?
Well, I'll get Lady and see if she has any jokes.
Oh, okay.
She can whisper in my
Lady found the Farmer's Defense box down there and is
I
laying
put
in
her
it.
in it so she can have a little bit of time and see what
Let's see here.
what's
Sarah
going.
says she loves the shorts. Thanks. I really hope that there's something that's fun, and because that's what I like. I like really lighthearted, just easy to listen to and enjoy things.
Since we're doing show and tell, can I show them how Lady dances?
You can show them real quick. Lady is dancing right here. But yeah, I enjoy really lighthearted stuff, and it Jacqueline gets annoyed with me because she likes to watch kind of more serious stuff on television and that sort of thing, and movies that are more serious, and that's just not me. I need I need the lighthearted, easy to laugh at, funny stuff. And so that's pretty much what I watch if I'm watching TV. If it's not football, that's pretty much it.
Lady likes to do her ballet in the morning. At night, look, she's doing her ballet on me.
So Eleanor, everybody's saying.
Well, I have the last joke that I need to hear some laughs on the comments
Oh, okay.
from this one.
Oh, okay.
Lady.
You have a joke to tell?
Yes.
Oh yeah. You have one more from school, don't you? Okay, tell us that joke.
Oh, I have some more too. I have a
Miss
lady.
Jackie says hi. Can you say hi?
Hi, Miss Jackie. Lady's just sitting in my lap. Okay, I have one.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to tell. Why did the teacher bury
Hold on.
wait?
Come up here so they can see you.
Why did the teacher marry the janitor? Because the janitor swept her off her feet.
That's so good.
I need to see some laughs, and there's no laughs.
I haven't gotten to it yet. Here we go. They just got to it. We'll see if I think that one's a really good one.
Is
Oh,
anybody
man.
gonna laugh?
Of course. See, there's some LOLs over there.
Okay.
Oh goodness, that was good. Okay, so do you have another joke, or was that it? Is that all your
It's
jokes?
not it. I'm going to tell the one, and I'm going to make some up, but I have no ideas. Dad will have to help me with some jokes.
See, look, they're laughing. Miss Sue's laughing. Pitty Pat's laughing.
Me.
Lots of laughs over there.
Okay.
Can you say thank you to everybody for laughing?
Thank you. And then I have another one that you have to laugh at.
Okay, you got
Is this
one ready?
on YouTube and that on Facebook?
That one's YouTube and that one's Facebook. Eleanor was asking me about which comments are from where. And so we always have YouTube up on the screen and Facebook down on my phone. And so when you see me look down, I'm looking at the comments down there to talk to y'all. So
Well, I see more laughs.
yeah, lots of laughs. They thought it was a really good one. That's probably yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites that you've
And
told me.
there's hearts coming out of there
Yeah.
on the stream.
Okay,
Okay, we ready for the rest?
Yes, tell us another joke if you've got
Okay.
one.
This is kind of hard. Okay.
What was the pirate one you told me?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's it. Dad already here.
Okay, I won't tell anybody.
Zip, zip,
Zip it. Okay, I'll zip it. You go ahead. Tell them the joke.
zip,
Tell them the joke.
zip.
If I'm not gonna laugh through it, you gotta tell them.
Okay,
Otherwise,
zip.
I'm gonna laugh through the whole
Zip.
thing.
So let me.
Okay,
zip.
go for it. Go for it.
Just
Go
let
for
me
it.
do
Here we go. Get it out.
Okay, can you please tell me?
I don't remember. I remember the punchline. I don't remember the whole joke.
I know what the punchline is, but I don't know what. Okay, I'm trying to think. Wait.
You got it. You gotta just tell them.
Okay.
Tell
so,
'em.
what is the pirate always looking for that's always right behind him.
What is a pirate always looking for, but it's always right behind him?
I need questions. I need
Okay, you want to
answers.
give him a minute to answer?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So, what is a pirate always looking for, but it's always right behind him?
Us
While
have another-
while we're waiting on their answers, let's tell them one more time, real quick.
The joke.
Well, we're gonna tell y'all real quick. Remind y'all that we got some stuff from Farmers Defense
Let me get
earlier.
it.
It was this awesome
is there
sun
any
hat.
answers? Is there any answers?
Not yet. The sun hat, and then
The things that I
The-
use when I.
the farming sleeves and the
also
apron.
give them an
And
update
so
on
that's the
these.
information right there for that. If you're interested with that.
And if you're
Oh, sorry, I
interested-
left it up top, didn't I? There we go. So it's been over our faces that whole time. Say rut-row.
That's over our faces. What did you
But
do?
anyways, so we're very thankful for those, for the chance to review some of those products.
Is
and,
it time
and also for
for-
them giving back to us by letting our community save 10% on any of
Daddy,
that stuff.
is there
so.
any answers?
All right. So, yes. There's one person that has it right. Somebody else said parrot. Someone said a pirate's tail. All right.
No,
So
pirates don't have tails.
let's say it again real quick. Okay. So I'm going to tell them the joke and then you hit them with a punchline. Okay.
Well, we need more answers.
No. This is good. This is good. We got plenty of answers. So I'll say the joke and then you hit them with a punchline. Okay. You ready?
Could you please stop saying right and we just read through it? When we do the joke.
Okay. Here's the joke. What is a pirate always looking for, but it's always right behind him?
His booty. Now we need laughs.
I don't know what's funnier, the punchline or her response saying, all right, now we need laughs. My goodness.
And now I have a cookie one.
You have a cookie joke?
Yeah. Cookie.
Okay, tell us the cookie joke.
What is a pirate's favorite cookie? Now comments.
What's a pirate's favorite cookie?
I need everybody to have.
I have no idea. I don't know what.
I've never told you this one.
No, you haven't told me this one before.
I just listened to the book.
I don't know, maybe like a snickerdoodle.
No.
No.
Just
I think that one's
let
good
them
though, right?
Answer. Let them answer. Lots of
Okay.
laughs.
Eleanor wants to know what a pirate's favorite cookie is, and I don't know it. My guess was snickerdoodle.
No.
No, it's not snickerdoodle.
Please don't. Just read the comments.
Nobody's answered yet. Give them some time.
There's too many laughs.
Girlfriend. Okay. RL says chocolate chip.
No.
No,
No.
it's not chocolate chip.
It's a thing, so it's a made up.
Somebody else said chocolate chip.
No chocolate chip. No chocolate chip.
Lemon bars.
No.
Oh, that one's a good answer. Is that it?
What?
Is that it?
I think so.
Oh, that one's really funny too.
But maybe I've got it now. I think it's not Chips Ahoy. It's close to Chips Ahoy. You almost got it.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say.
Don't.
Okay, I won't say it. You go. You tell him. Just tell him now.
Ships Ahoy.
Ships away.
No.
That was good. I hadn't heard that one before.
I have another that
You have another one?
Yeah, that you have not heard.
Okay, that I haven't heard. All right, tell him a joke.
Okay. How does the pirate's wife know when there's land?
How does the pirate's wife know when there's land? I really don't know.
Short ahoy!
Shore ahoy. Land ho.
I mean, shore ho! I can't remember what the answer is. Is there laughs from this?
Yeah.
Well,
That was
sorry
good.
if
That
I
was
forgot
good.
about the answers. I was trying to yell so you guys could guess some of those.
Yeah.
Well, time for more.
Do you have more? Do you have some with punchlines?
Yeah.
You do?
I have some that might not be jokey. They might not be jokey because it's a cute one.
It's just
food
cute.
and like kittens and stuff.
Okay. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. You gonna tell him?
Yeah.
Okay, tell him.
Well, I'm gonna let you guess it.
Okay.
This is not funny. I'm not a kitten. This is some cute ones that I just listen to. I do not laugh for
Okay.
this one. It's just little cute things like pink things and other stuff. This one that you like. Okay. It's not a joke, really. It's just.
I'm gonna turn our heat down a little bit.
How do you turn
Our
it?
new heater is kicking rear end right now.
Dad, feel my neck. It's sweating.
And it's one of those cool ones that you can set on your phone. So I'm turning it down a little bit.
Remember what our friend that goes to church with us, she has? The bed thing?
The bed thing.
We need to get that light. It shows her how much how good she's
Oh yeah, she has
sleeping.
this cool sleep number bed that tells her how much sleep she gets.
And tells, I can't remember his name, but I say hi to him and,
Mr. Max?
yeah, Mr. Max.
Mm-hmm.
That's his, that's her, wait, that's the, that's Mr. Max's wife.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Was there anything else that you wanted to show and tell about tonight, Eleanor, other than jokes?
Well, it's kind of hard. I want to show more artwork.
Oh, okay.
I have some.
Okay, you can show one more piece of artwork.
Okay.
How about that? Does that sound okay, y'all? We'll let Eleanor show one more piece of artwork. If anybody has any questions about what's been going on around the farm, now would be a really good time to put those in the comments. We'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have.
I just feel my back tooth, and it doesn't feel like it usually feels like.
Uh-oh. Okay, go grab your artwork real quick.
Loose.
Feels like loose. That girl wants to lose a tooth so bad, y'all. She wants to lose a tooth so bad.
I'm gonna do like a show with my drawing, and they have to guess what it is.
Okay, she's gonna show you her drawing, and she wants you to guess what it is. And after she shows her artwork, we're gonna go back over why Jacqueline's not here right now.
Well, I didn't want to tell them that.
I mean, we're not gonna be super specific, but we'll tell them generally.
I don't want to tell them that because we know where she is,
We do know where she is.
and we know what's happening. We know the plan.
Yeah, these little cuddle fishes are so cute. I like the really little one though. The eyes are what gets me. All right, Eleanor, come on with it.
Wait, also,
Jackie, Eleanor, how old are you? Yell it out.
6.
6. Eleanor is 6 years old.
I look 5. I look young.
She says she looks 5. She looks young.
Yeah, this is what happens when we meet people that doesn't know us. Because remember what happened on our trip? We were eating and someone went like hugging my mom. And she said how cute I am.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I was a 4-year-old. Okay, can you guys guess what this is?
All right, can you guess what this is?
Can you hold it up?
Sure.
I'm kind of bad at this.
Anybody know what that is? We'll give them just a second. Oh, goodness. Mr. West says, I thought you were 16.
No, I am not 16.
Jackie, Miss Jackie says it's about time to lose teeth at your age.
Yeah.
That's true.
My friends are already losing teeth.
I'm hoping I keep my teeth for a little while.
I feel like I'm losing my first tooth. I feel like I haven't even got a regular tooth.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one's gonna fall out.
Yep. Let's see here.
Oh, I
Miss
should've
Jackie thinks your picture is Barbie.
No, do you not
No,
see?
but they do make Barbies that are like that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look. Do you see what that says?
But, so.
Crazy Lizzie's Goat Farm and More says, a mermaid.
It's a mermaid, but it's a Disney mermaid.
But it's a Disney mermaid.
I know there's different Disney mermaids.
That one is, can I guess?
No.
No.
You already know what it is.
Well, yeah.
Well, you can't tell them.
Yeah, Wes, I'm not reading that last comment about the Tooth Fairy because I don't think that's how much it is.
Well, just tell me.
Wes, no, I'm not going to read it.
Why not?
I'm just kidding. Mr. West says he's pretty sure that you get like $20 a tooth from the Tooth Fairy.
5.
5 a tooth?
That's what happened on Bluey. They have 5. I
Oh.
feel like 5. 5's enough.
Have y'all watched Bluey? We love Bluey around here, but...
Oh, I need to go get my Bluey picture. I did not finish.
Oh, okay. Do you want to show them?
Let's
I'd said one more, but you can show them one more, and then we're going to talk about where Mama is.
Well, I
Miss
thought
Jackie says it's Ariel.
you got it right.
Yay!
Well, it's a chubby Ariel. I didn't even color her, so shame on me.
You can color her another time.
Well, I have a couple more that's a good one.
Let's see, G&G Farms says eat apples. You may leave a tooth in one. Y'all, she's had that idea,
I
and
have
she
an
tries.
apple one. I have an
Show them the apple.
Well, I want to show them a couple more. I can do it fast.
Okay, so
Here, hold
here's
that
her
up, hold that
apple, and it's yelling. Why is it yelling?
I'm not going to tell them because that's the answer.
Why do you think the apple is yelling? Why do you think the apple is yelling? Okay, let's put this over there
There's
while they think about it.
lines to help the action.
Who is Ariel? Somebody asked, who is that?
It's Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid, that's right.
Maybe.
All right, so why do y'all think the apple is yelling?
No.
You want to show them another thing while they get to that point?
Well, yeah. Aunt Kelsey guessed this one.
Uh-huh. You going to show them that one? This one's harder because it's very specific.
Hold it up. Well, you can see the tips of an ear. My friends are a fan
I
of
think
this
you should
thing.
just tell them what this one is because this one's harder.
Well, they can guess whatever they want. It doesn't mind if it gets it wrong.
Uh-huh. Oh, Miss Jackie says that the apple is yelling because someone took a bite of its booty.
No. Well, I need to hear some more about it.
I mean, if somebody took a bite out of anything on me, I'd be yelling. Miss Jackie said Pokemon.
That's a Pokemon.
Uh-huh.
But it's the famous Pokemon in the world.
Miss Laura said bunny. It does look like a bunny.
Oh, yeah, but what's the tips for? And I'm going to give you a hint. It's a Pokemon. And, well,
But this one isn't. The apple isn't. So tell them, go ahead and tell them why the apple is yelling.
Well, I made action. It's action.
Oh, there's action lines on it. Got you. Oh, chickens, quail, and birds says, I think it's a Pikachu.
Ah! You got it right.
Yay!
That's a Pikachu. But what's on top of its head? What's on its head?
A Santa hat. Some people said, Miss Jackie said Santa Pokemon.
Yeah, Santa Pokemon. Nice.
Let's see. The apple doesn't want anyone to bite it.
Well,
Nicole said that.
Well, what are those lines for?
Miss Jackie said it's raining.
If there was, if
I think
it
you
was
just gotta tell
raining,
them.
It was raindrops.
I think you just got to tell them what it is.
Well, kids, this is an easy one. So kids can. Miles needs to answer this one. It's easy.
Just tell them what. Okay, I'm going to tell them if you don't tell them. Are you going to tell them or you want me to tell them?
Well, see if anybody gets it right.
They're not getting it right, baby girl.
Tell me what the answers are.
I have been telling you. Here's one that says it's a crab apple.
Well, crab apples are like blue and purple.
Like green.
Yeah.
Okay. The apple is yelling because it is... Okay, tell them. Tell them. Miss Laura is very close. She says the apple is blowing away.
Really?
Okay, so tell them.
Well, Miss Laura, you're really close. It's season that they're...
Oh, Miss Jackie got it.
What is it?
She says it's falling from a tree.
Yes! Those lines were the only thing that we needed.
Yeah.
To make it.
All right, so let's tell them real quick what Mommy's doing, and then we're going to tell everybody goodbye.
I'm going to tell them what this is.
Okay, show them. This is a candy corn.
Well, no, we're doing
Oh, this one is a Rubik's Cube.
There, you tell them they were supposed to guess it.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you can guess them. He already said candy corn.
Well, okay,
but
look.
there's an easy
Let's
one.
tell them where Mommy is, and then
Yeah.
we need to have dinner because it got late on us quick.
Well, can we put, after that, I'm going to show this piece, that tiny piece right there,
Yeah.
and then this and this. That's, and then there's a back on here.
Okay, well, let's tell them where Mama is. So, Jacqueline's not with us tonight because she is with a good friend of ours who we love an awful lot.
Miss Tracy.
Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy Britnell from Just Dig It Farms. And they are on a special mission.
That you will find out soon.
Yes. We can't be very specific about where they are or who they are visiting.
Well,
But we can talk about why they're
doing-
visiting these people. They are visiting some impressive lady farmers for Miss Tracy's show. She has done a series.
You're going to give it away.
No, I'm not going to tell them who they're going to see. Miss Tracy Britnell from Just Dig It Farms does a series called In Her Boots. And she interviews and talks to lady farmers and
Just like she did here.
talks to them about the many different boots that they wear. So kind of like wearing different hats. Sorry you had to see my nasty work hair, but like wearing different hats. Well, it's like wearing different boots. And so all the things that they do and how well how hard they work and that sort of thing. And so so it's going to be great. Let's see here. Carmen asked, did they ever come up with a name for their outing? Not that I know of, not yet, but I do think that there will be
I
a
know.
video coming out.
Shh, you're telling him.
I'm not giving them any information I'm not supposed to tell them. I'm not telling them.
So, you're telling
No, I'm
him.
not saying anything that I'm not supposed to say. Okay, there will very likely be
Her and her boots.
a video coming out on our channel that will talk about their outing. So I'm not sure that there will be any specifics about who they're going to see or where they're going to see. But they are going to see somebody. There will be a video of their trip, I think. So yes, I'm seeing some very sweet and positive things about Tracy. If you don't watch her stuff on Just Dig It Farms,
What it's called?
Just Dig It Farms, and the series is called In Her Boots.
Well, the series is called In Her Boots, but what should
their trip be called?
Yeah.
Well, we took suggestions for that.
Well, we need to know. We need people to tell us now.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have suggestions for the name of their trip, Eleanor would like you to comment with them. But if you haven't watched Tracy Britnell's videos and Tracy and Jean at Just Ticket Farms, it's well worth your while.
And some of it's on ours.
Yeah, and they are just wonderful, sweet folks. We have been so incredibly blessed by their friendship. We've really only known them for 6 or 7 months now. But you wouldn't know it.
When I met Miles, we met them.
Yep. We did an event with them at Petals from the Past this spring. And, this spring. And
Can we show Lollipop on to show my elf on a live?
Yeah, when you get your elf, we can.
Well, how much longer?
Not much longer.
Until my elf comes
You'll probably see Lollipop in a couple of weeks.
No.
At the longest.
After Thanksgiving,
yeah. So, Tracy and Jean, super sweet folks, just wonderful folks. They have an incredible story. Well, lots of good stories, but an incredible story is, their the story that they tell of how they came to be where they are. It is fantastic. So if you're not watching Just Dig It Farms, you're missing out. They are just amazing folks. And like I was saying, we haven't known them for all that long in terms of time, but it feels like we have known them forever because we just became quick, close friends. And they love us so well, and we are so thankful for that. And we really love them a lot too. So that's where Jacqueline is this weekend. She is traveling with Tracy. That'd be a good name. Traveling with Tracy to go meet some other lady farmers. Let's see here. Warrior for him says it would be great if there was something for all of us women who don't have our own channels. Oh, that's cool. And I think that Tracy is doing interviews with people that don't have YouTube channels. That's not one of the qualifications.
I feel like the workers are still here working on our house.
Yeah. I don't think that's one of the qualifications. I think that she is meeting with all sorts of folks. So if you know of somebody that would be good for that, I'm sure that you could send her an email and let her know about those folks, because I know that she's looking for more folks to
Can you tell
interview.
what we're doing tonight?
Can we tell
we're
them
getting in the...
Oh, Eleanor really wants to go get in the hot tub. So,
but we have to show them me.
But I don't know that we're going to make it out to the hot tub tonight. We'll talk about it, though.
Can we show them?
We have the last 2 nights.
Okay, we need guesses. There is 2 things. Dad, hold it up.
Okay, so Eleanor wants you to guess these before we go. These are 2 drawings here. She would like you to guess what they are before we go. So that's where Jacqueline is, traveling with Tracy. I like that name. Maybe we'll see that. But I think that they are, if I do say so myself, I think Jacqueline's pretty great as well. And so 2 awesome ladies traveling to go and interview some other awesome ladies.
Watching.
Maybe.
So what we're doing on
all right, so I'm going to put this down, but Eleanor would like you to guess if you have any guesses.
There's 2.
As we kind of wrap up down here. Miss Laura says witch hat and candy corn. Good job.
Yes, but we also...
Yeah, lots of people are getting it now. Lots of people are saying that.
Okay, we are ready for our next challenge.
No, baby girl, that's all the art we're going to do tonight, okay?
This one.
Okay, Eleanor wants to show you a butterfly. That's her butterfly.
Shh, it's not a butterfly. Baby.
No, okay, well.
It's close to a butterfly. just hold it out for me. Get down there.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, put it down so that they can see you. All right, so thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, they're gonna do these. They'll be able to answer as we're wrapping up here. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. if y'all know anything about our lives, we do wind up going for a while because we just love spending time with y'all. Oh, there were some questions up here that I wanted to talk about. So I said we're wrapping it up, but I'm going to go up here. All right, so something that was asked, do you let all of your chickens be together, or are they still separated?
They're still separated.
So we have two main chicken flocks that free range. There's one that lives up in our breeding pen area, but they're not separated into breeding pens right now. And then there's one that lives down in the field close to where the pigs are. And we call the one down in the field the rainbow flock, the rainbow layer flock, because those are all chickens that are part of breeding projects that are specifically for different color eggs. And so they are always in with either a rooster that has strong blue egg genes or a rooster that has strong dark brown egg genes. And the hens that are in there at any given time are meant to cross with those roosters to give specific egg color genetics to their offspring. So we have two major flocks that free range, and then we have another flock that is primarily silkies and polishes that do not free range most of the time. And the reason that they don't free range most of the time is because if they get wet, if they get very wet, they can get sick very quickly.
So
the
that's why
silkies
we
can.
put tarps over
So,
there.
but they have a big area where they're not in small cages, that they live all the time together, and they love that. They raise chicks in there. Excuse me. They've been raising chicks in there for the last couple of months. If you've been watching our videos, then you've probably seen some of those chicks. So they live up in the silky coop. And then there's a special area built in the silky coop for pigeons. So there's a pigeon loft in the silky coop. So to answer a more simple answer to the question is most of the chickens can be with whatever chickens that they want to right now. But as we get closer to the end of winter and the beginning of spring, we will be separating them out into breeding groups.
Right there. My name's right there.
Yeah, it says, Eleanor, you're cute.
Thank
Oh, thank you. So we will, for the spring, since spring is our heavy hatching season, we'll separate them out into breeding groups, so that we can keep certain breeds together. And when we're breeding for certain traits, we can keep those together. So we have 4 breeding runs that we'll separate breeding groups into. And then we've got a larger area for our Lavender Americanas, because that's our main group that we breed and hatch and sell. So we will separate them out towards the end of winter, but right now they are all free-ranging, living their best life, and that's really the way that we prefer it. So, but even our breeding runs are not very small, so they've got plenty of room to move around and be chickens in. So that's the way that we enjoy it. So let's see. Another question from Chickens, Quail, and Birds.
I thought it's time for the finale where they tell us what they think it is.
Okay, we will in a minute. Do your pigs and goats get a bigger shelter for the winter? So, right now, they do not have a bigger shelter because it is better to conserve heat if they're packed in closer together. So right now, and also in Alabama, it just doesn't get cold enough very often for them to need heavy-duty shelter. So the shelters that they have right now are temporary. They'll be getting different shelters. Maybe not the pigs. The pigs may get an additional shelter to go in because they are all still growing and getting bigger. So pretty soon they're not all going to be able to fit in that one tote together. So we are going to move most likely the goat tote into the pig pen, and that'll be another shelter for them, because the goats are going to get the barn as their primary shelter in the next couple of months. So before we get to the coldest part of the season for us, which is typically the end of January going into February, before we get there, the goats will be moved into the barn as shelter, and they will have, excuse me, they'll have the run of the hillside for their, for during the day, but at night they'll go up in the barn to shelter and whenever it rains. Right now, they've got the goat tote, as we've called it, and they enjoy that. They all lay right on top of each other, and it's not because they don't have space in the goat tote. It's because that's how they keep warm and how they prefer to shelter together. But they don't have to get wet in the rain. They've also got a sun sail out there that we put up this summer that helps with some shade, and also the goat tote did help during the summer. But all that to say, they won't be getting bigger shelters necessarily, but the pigs will be getting an additional shelter. And if it looks like it's going to be too much longer that we need the goat tote for the goats, we do have another tote that we're going to put out there for the pigs. Now, if it seems like the totes aren't enough for the pigs this winter, then we will adapt for them. But I think that the totes are going to be sufficient for the pigs this winter, just because they really don't seem to mind the cold. And like I said, in Alabama, it just doesn't get that cold that often. So, but we will definitely take precautions whenever it gets significantly colder. We will have 2 or 3 nights out of the year where it dips below, say, 20. And we'll make sure that they're taken care of for that. But those are great questions. And we are super excited to get the goats into the barn. That is going to be great. We think it's going to lift up their standard of living.
What's happened to my
And
chair?
also, one reason, and we announced this on our last live, and there's only a few of you still hanging out with us, so we're going to repeat it. And we're going to tell you guys the really exciting stuff that's going on. We are getting another goat in
it's Honey's
the
mama.
next couple of weeks, hopefully the next few weeks. And it will be Honey's mom. So our one girl goat, her mother, is going to come and join our herd. And right now her name is Willow.
Well, we will probably call her Creamer.
But Eleanor is liking the name Creamer, which goes with our theme, our breakfast theme. Right now we have biscuit, gravy, and honey.
And now we need kind of a reddish color.
Yeah.
Goat, because maple would have been a good one, but
Yeah.
maple.
Yeah.
We need a
So,
new one.
so Willow, Honey's mother, is coming to join us, and she hopefully will not be
have babies in
alone.
the
Yes, she is in the process of being bred right now. So when Willow comes to join us, maybe she'll be called Creamer later. We're not really sure what her name is going to be just yet.
Triplets.
And she will be bred. And the last 2 times that she was bred, the last 2 times that she had kids, she had triplets.
Triplets of babies.
Yeah, so she had 3 kids both of those times.
I know
So-
what baby goats are called.
We have our fingers crossed that maybe that'll be the case this time.
We need answers for our...
Okay. So we think that what was I going? Oh yeah, so that's a big reason that we need to get them into the barn quickly, and an exciting reason that that we will be getting them into the barn is so that she has somewhere safe,
To have her
protected, and warm
babies.
to kid. So we are super excited about that.
And now it's time for answers.
Okay. So let's see here. I'm not seeing any more questions.
We need answers now.
And let's see here. I don't see any more questions, so we'll go ahead.
Do
And
answers.
Eleanor is going to do one last piece of artwork as we tell you good night and bid you adieu. All right, show them your artwork.
I thought I already showed them this one. We gave them time.
Yeah, everybody said butterfly. Or somebody said ladybug or moth.
All those are no.
Okay, well tell them what it is.
I showed him right.
Oh, can I take a guess then?
Yes.
Is it a bumblebee?
Yes.
Yay!
Not just any
I got it
bee.
right.
Well, you're not. I
Okay.
made it
Here's
Christmassy.
our last Eleanor art of the evening.
It's back here.
Last Eleanor art of the evening.
It was supposed to be a hamster, but I made it into a whatever your guesses are.
And she would like you to guess. Oh, Miss Sue asked if that bee was a honeybee.
Yes, I said honeybee.
Yeah. So Miss Sue got it right. And look, she even guessed that earlier. And I missed it. So Miss Sue was right. It was a honeybee.
So we need answers about this.
Yeah. I think we should just tell them what that one is because it's harder.
No, it's not. It's easy. There's a tail.
Okay. Tell them.
Well, it's a tail. It's a Christmassy one. If you haven't watched Octonauts, they have it on Octonauts. You learn much about them.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We need answers.
So thank y'all so much for joining us. We're giving them a couple more minutes. We're telling them thank you for joining us, and then you can tell them what it is. No, not tonight, baby girl. You
Because
got
that
that.
one's too hard.
Yeah. So thank y'all so much for being here with us tonight. Like I said earlier, we enjoy doing longer live sessions. I know that that's not the best thing to get a bunch of people to watch at one time or whatever, but that's not why we do it. We do it because we really love hanging out with you guys. Yeah, exactly. Eleanor said because we want to talk to you guys. And that's why we do this, and that's why it typically takes us so long, is because we like to interact with you, and we like to answer questions and that sort of thing. You're very welcome, chickens, quail, and birds. Always glad to answer questions and that sort of thing. And we will take you along the journey anytime we do major projects like that. So y'all will see us as we change around the shelters for the animals here in the next few weeks.
We gave them some minutes to guess, and it's time.
All right, nobody had guesses, so you just got to tell us.
No!
Yep.
We need guess. Are we getting them?
Nope.
No.
Okay, show them one more time, and I'm going to tell them what it is if you don't.
Well, I'm not going to. Well, I want them to guess so bad. It's so easy. Who's that eye?
Oh, yep, somebody got it.
Okay.
Is it
It is a whale, but
Yes!
it's not a beluga whale, but it's a is there more guess?
Miss Laura says that her little boy loves Octonauts.
Nice.
We like Octonauts a lot.
Yeah, I might watch it before I go to bed.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank y'all so much, Farm Friends, for being here. We are going to go.
Wait, we need a link to Snake Discovery. It's not down there, but look on YouTube and you'll find them.
Yeah,
And
well,
Snake
and
Discovery.
here are the links that are down there, okay? We linked out to our friend who was so very sweet and who made these wonderful cuttlefish and eggs. And we linked to her store, her website, if you want to find other cute stuff like that. And she, speaking of whales, she does primarily sea creatures, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
And we linked to Farmers Defense, who sent us some stuff to try out and gave us a link so that we can get a small commission on anything that our friends buy with that link. And also gave us a code to get our friends 10% off. So that's cool. So those are the links that are in the comments. If you'd like to check those out, they're cool links to look through. No pressure, only opportunity. But most of all, we just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us. We so enjoy spending time with y'all. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks so much, Farm Friends. Can you tell them bye?
Bye.
You want to blow kisses?
Bye, Fitty Pat.
Good night, y'all.